Hello. I finally figured out a way to do this, but I wanted to make a map overview of where I'm going to be going. So, clearly I'm starting in Denver, and from Denver I fly to Guatemala City, which will be a novel trip for me because it's only one connection in Houston, only 1 hour time change, and it's only about 6 hours and 7 hours to get there, something like that. So I'll arrive here at 7 p.m. and then the next morning at 4 a.m. I'm on a shuttle heading to Copan, Honduras. Copan is where the Mayan ruins are that I've wanted to see for ages, but it used to be too dangerous or too sketchy to get there, so I'm going now. Also, the Scarlet Macaw rehab, coffee farms, hot springs, just a number of interesting things. From here, I'm going up to Finca Ixobel, organic farm where I'll stay in a tree house, which is basically a house on stilts up in the trees where it's cooler. I was here 30 years ago, so I'm looking forward to getting back and staying there, just relaxing in the forest. And then from there, I'm going to a place called Hotelito Perdido on the Rio Dulce River. Um, right across the river from here, if you see where that boat is, there's some hot springs. They have kayaks. The little river that goes upstream is a great place to go explore nature and waterfalls and mangroves. Hotelito Perdido means a little lost hotel. They don't have electricity really. They have a solar panel energy, organic garden, and of course I have a hammock on the balcony where I'm staying. And after that, I'm doing these three things. I know those are things I want to get in that are peaceful, quiet, and help me get into a travel rhythm. And then after that, um, I am going to be kind of winging it. So I know I'm going to get back to Antigua. I was in Antigua, Guatemala in 1988. It's changed dramatically, I'm sure, but it's an old colonial town with a lot of great history and architecture, and I'll go hang out there. And then I will head over to Panajachel, which is on Lake Atitlan. It used to be the hub of a lot of the manufacturing of fabrics and textiles and so forth. And when I was there before, a long time ago, it's been 20 plus years since I was there, it was a little more difficult to get around Lake Atitlan. So you see there's a number of villages around the shore, and I'm going to go see some of those. And I'm looking forward to getting over here to San Antonio Palopo. A friend of mine from here, I met Jared when he was the director of training for the brewing market in Longmont. He moved to Boston, and since then, he and his wife moved with their 6 kids down here, where they have a hotel and a cafe they were on. So I'm going to go see them. And then after that, eventually, I'm going to wind up in El Salvador, which in the last 4 years has gone from being the murder capital of the world to maybe one of the safest places in Central America. And when I don't know much about it, I'm learning about it, but I did find this place called Ruta de las Flores, the Road of the Flowers, and it's named that because of the wildflowers that grow along there. So I'm looking forward to these small villages where I'll hang out. Not far from here is the Parque de los Imposibles, which is the Impossible Park. Parque los Imposibles. And I'm not normally big on cities, but I want to see the capital here, San Salvador. The people that I've met or know here who are from there just are thrilled by how safe and friendly and welcoming it is again. My friend Danilo told me, it's like when you get to Salvador, you will immediately feel how different it is. Just culture, energy, people, vibration, everything from the rest of Central America. So I may go to the beach, El Tunco. It's a real popular surfing tourist area, which is generally not my thing, but it's first time in the country, and I think I'd like to check that out. And then I'm going to head south from there into Nicaragua. Again, I don't know how. I'll figure that out. I've got this place marked Esteli because just north of here, up there by Jalapa, that's the second largest bioreserve. You see that big green area on the right hand side. The second largest bioreserve in the Americas, second only to the Amazon. So I want to go up there and see if I can find a way to just get out and spend some time in nature. And from here, I'll head down to a couple of cities. I'll go to Grenada. I'll go to Leon. You see both of those there. I will head down the lake or around the lake to get to San Carlos, which is pretty much the gateway to the Rio Dulce River, which this lake has bull sharks, the river has crocodiles. And I was going to canoe down there at one time years ago, but I never was able to put that together. So I'm going to head down toward a place called El Castillo, which is the gateway essentially to the Indio Mays Biological Reserve. And I'm just, reading about it and seeing the wildlife and some of the things that are down there. I'm just thrilled to be able to see that. And from here, I'll head over to the coast, I think, because I want to get to the Caribbean side. I don't know that I will actually get to Greytown because I want to go to the Big Corn Island, Little Corn Island, and I may have to go all the way back to Santa Cruz and get or San Carlos and get a bus to Bluefields and get over there. And then from here, I will eventually hop a plane and fly back to Managua. And so that's my plan for a couple months of wandering and traveling and exploring. So you'll see, the southern part of here is Costa Rica. The other part is Guatemala, and from Guatemala south is all new territory, places I haven't been before. So there you have. That's an overview of where I'm going to be. So I hope you're all doing awesome. Thanks for following along. Ciao.